Engines are the heart of any car. If it's a flop, don't expect your vehicle to become usable unless you repair or replace that engine. It's a good thing that advancements in production and engineering have made modern engines a lot more robust. But there are still black sheep that are notorious for just being unreliable. Hello everyone, this is Ted from CarlandTV. It's time to get in the front seat, as today I am going to reveal some of the worst modern engines made that could die before hitting 50,000 miles. Before I start, I would really appreciate it if you would push those buttons below. The subscribe button, the notification bell, all of them. This is not necessary, but those little clicks help a brother out. Plus, it pushes me to give you more valuable car-related content on your screen. Now buckle up and let's get back to the video. .4-liter Ecotech engine. One of the notoriously bad engines out there is the 2.4-liter Ecotech engine. If the engine rings a bell to you, then that's because it was also used in various General Motors models, such as the Buick Verano, GMC Terrain, and Chevrolet Malibu. In particular, the 2010 to 2012 models of Chevy Equinox were equipped with this engine. The Ecotech engine is known for its excessive oil consumption, which, of course, is one of the leading causes of early overheating and permanent engine failure. Specifically, the piston rings of the Ecotech were poorly designed, which in turn allowed oil to bypass the rings and burn off during normal operation. This problem is usually unnoticed because drivers don't get alerted until the oil level is critically low. The history of the Ecotech engine is marred with controversy. After all, it prompted costly repairs and out-of-nowhere engine replacements. The problem became so bad that this specific engine caused a number of class action lawsuits and, of course, tarnished the reputation of General Motors. 1-liter Ecoboost engine. The 1-liter Ecoboost engine is present in different Ford vehicles, such as specific model years of Focus, Fiesta, and EcoSport. These cars aren't at the top of their game at the moment, but one of the stark reasons why they don't have a strong market rapport is because of their overall quality. Plus, the problem is aggravated by the fact that they are using troublesome engines like the one we have here. The 1-liter Ecoboost engine is currently one of the worst modern engines that I know. Aside from being weak and underwhelming, it's also riddled with overheating problems due to consistent coolant leaks. As far as I remember, this issue stems from the coolant hose design. It's faulty at best. You see, the material and layout of the hose on the said engine are quite prone to developing cracks when exposed to high heat and pressure. Anyone can deduce that the hoses are flimsy and can't tolerate high temperatures. As a result, they deteriorate at a rate faster than you would expect. A low coolant level means that the engine has no more protection against overheating. If left unchecked, internal damages could quickly arise, such as cracked cylinder engines. And yes, this problem has led to cases of complete engine failure even before reaching 40 to 50k miles. The worst part about this issue regarding the 1-liter Ecoboost is that Ford didn't take it seriously initially. It's the very reason why recalls were severely delayed, and it's only when the problem became widespread that the company took action. But by that time, the owners of those Ford cars that I mentioned had lost a lot of money from repairs and replacements. 3-liter B58 Turbo Engine. This one is a bit controversial, given that it's fitted to several BMW SUVs, such as the BMW X3, 340i, and Z4, specifically on their 2015 to 2018 model years. Now you would really expect premium cars to get premium treatment in their key components, which should really be the case. However, once in a while, some manufacturing issues pop out, and unfortunately, this time, it involves the B58 Turbo Engine. The most notorious problem about this engine is its susceptibility to coolant leaks, which are caused by its coolant pump and thermostat. Basically, those are components that help manage the temperature of the engine by ensuring that the coolant circulates properly and attains a fluid flow. However, in the B58 engine, these components fail prematurely, which, according to some mechanics, is due to their poor build. Of course, it takes no genius to know what happens when the coolant levels drop. It makes the engine prone to overheating, which, in the worst-case scenario, could lead to blown head gaskets, warped cylinder heads, and complete engine failure. The B58 is, so far, one of the most unreliable engines manufactured by BMW, and this engine has a high probability of not being able to reach even 40,000 miles. 1.5-liter L15B7 turbocharged inline 4 engine. We all know that the Honda Civic is a reliable vehicle for the entirety of its run. The latest models of this car, as a matter of fact, have already exceeded the expectations of the market for being solid yet practical rides. However, there were specific models of Honda Civic that were wrecked due to their problematic engines. Specifically, these were the 2016 to 2018 versions of our beloved Civic. Under their hoods, you can see the 1.5-liter L15B7 turbocharged inline 4 engine, which is known for its fuel dilution problem. This engine is under the L series of Honda, which on paper should exude convincing performance and rigidity. But as I mentioned, the said engine is prone to fuel dilution, especially when you drive the car in cold climates. Apparently, the fuel dilution problem in the L15B7 engine is due to incomplete combustion. From what I know, the unburned fuel leaks past the piston rings into the oil sump, which of course dilutes the oil. This usually results in the engine oil mixing with the gasoline, and that makes the oil less capable of lubricating the important components of the engine. Now it's already obvious where this is leading. Fuel dilution is a culprit for quick engine wear, reduced performance, and in some cases, premature death of the engine. Keep in mind, however, that it's not only the Civic that was equipped with this engine. Other Honda models, such as the CR-V during the same period, also have the L15B7. The problem prompted Honda to introduce software updates and extended warranties, but it's not a secret that the problem remained persistent. 2.5-liter QR25D engine. The Nissan Rogue is admittedly an SUV with a mixed bag of impressions. Some say it's good, while a good number say it's not worth batting an eye. But that's none of our concern here. What we are interested in here now is the engine fitted on the 2017 to 2019 Rogue models, such as the Nissan Sentra and Nissan Altima. Specifically, I am referring to the 2.5-liter QR25DE engine. Look, this engine is troubled with reliability concerns, with the most notable of these problems being the timing chain failure and oil leaks. The timing chain, whose function is to synchronize the valve of the engine with the pistons, is prone to getting loose or failing prematurely. Of course, once this happens, it leads to poor engine performance. Misfires became frequent. In some cases, catastrophic engine damage is caused by the owners completely ignoring the issue. There are multiple reasons as to why the said engine became problematic. Among the most commonly blamed are weak tensioners down and insufficient oil lubrication. And yes, these errors are due to the questionable build quality of the engine. Regardless of what car you own, you need to pay attention to the timing chain. Check it from time to time, because it's a critical component that isn't easy or cheap to repair. Additionally, oil leaks from gaskets and seals in this engine exacerbate the problem by causing a loss of engine oil, which can result in overheating and further internal damage. Many owners of these vehicles report engine failure before reaching 40,000 miles. Nissan has faced numerous complaints regarding these issues, and while the company has offered some fixes, the overall reliability of the QR25DE engine has remained questionable, especially in models produced between 2017 and 2019. And that completes this list. Thanks for sticking to the end. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and share buttons. I know it's a chore, but it helps the channel a lot. Until next time, drive safely.